Alrighty. So the last little lesson that I want to go through before you get a chance to take a stab at the quiz, okay? That we have is this one. I want to introduce you to the Rey Model of Light, and this Rey Model of Light is something that we're going to be using quite a bit from here on out in the course. So with this Rey Model of Light, okay, we need to understand that light travels in a straight line. Okay, we know that. You guys, we talked about it yesterday, but light always travels in a straight line. It's not like light from this candle is going to bend around and go here. Light will travel in all directions from this source of light, from this flame, in all directions. Okay, in a straight line. Okay, the luminous object transmit light in all directions. And we know this from this example right here, from this candle, because you can see that the candle emits light in a circular fashion. It lights up the whole room. So say if I put a candle in a very dark room right in the center, it lights up the whole room. Anything that it touches, it will light up. Okay, there will be some shadows, but that's because the objects are getting in the way of that light being transmitted, if you remember from lesson number one. Okay, um, the light ray themselves will travel until they hit some sort of object and they bounce off that particular object. Okay. When I say a light ray is a single ray of light that transmits from the luminous source to a specific object. Okay. As you can see here, the light is traveling away from the candle source, which makes complete sense, right? You put a candle in the middle of the room, the light will travel away from the candle and light up objects within the room. So terms you're going to need to know, not necessarily for the quiz, but for this course, okay, are light ray. A light ray is a line on a diagram representing the direction and path that light is traveling. So if we go back up to here, we know that light is traveling away from this luminous source, this flame, and moving outward because of the arrow. Okay, so it's on a light ray is a line on a diagram representing direction of light and path that light is traveling. Okay, the next term is geometric optics. Geometric optics is the use of light rays to determine how light behaves when it strikes an object. Okay, what happens to light when it strikes a flat mirror? What happens to light when it strikes a textbook? Okay, usually light travels, we obviously know light travels in a straight line. Okay, so it comes down, hits something, hits an object, hits a surface, and will bounce off that surface. Okay, so geometric optics is the use of light rays to determine how light behaves when it strikes an object. We can guess that this light will bounce off, coming off this way, because of this angle here. Okay, and we can determine that using geometric optics. You also need to be familiar with the term incident light. Okay, incident light is the light emitted from a source that strikes an object. Okay, it's the incoming ray. For example, this right here would be your incident light. It's the light starting from up here, which could be a flashlight, it could be a candle. Okay, and it's emitting down and hitting a surface and then bouncing off that surface. So the light ray that starts at the luminous source and hits an object and reflects off that object is considered a incident light or incident ray. Other words you need to be familiar with are transparent. Transparent are materials that transmit all or almost all incident light. Okay, incident light is incoming light, right? Or incoming light rays. And they transmit as much as it transmits almost all, if not all, light rays passing through it. So, for example, in this one, we have the saran wrap, but it could be a window, anything that is completely see-through, and you can see the light rays transmitting through it. The next one is translucent, is a material that transmits some incident light and reflects or absorbs the rest. Okay, objects are not clearly seen through the material. Parchment paper, this could be frosted windows as well. And then you have opaque. Opaque are material that do not transmit any incident light but either reflect or absorb light. Okay, I have aluminum foil here. Okay, but it could be a coffee cup. You look at a coffee cup, you can't see through it. That means light is not passing through the coffee cup, okay, or the aluminum foil. it's either being reflected or absorbed. And the reason I put aluminum foil is because aluminum foil has a shiny side and a opaque side, or kind of like a dull side. And the dull side absorbs heat, and the opaque side reflects heat. So you need to know that in order to when you're cooking, for example. Okay, but opaque objects usually either absorb 100% of the light or they reflect 100% of the light, and no light can bounce through it. No light can go through it. Okay, that is all you're going to need to know for this for your quiz. Um, so good luck, and we'll discuss some stuff later on.